Hello children, welcome back to our digital lesson. I hope you have enjoyed your summer holidays. Now let us move on to our learning session now. So today we are going to learn a lesson that is the snake and the mirror. Particularly we are going to focus on the face sheet. So let us go through the objectives of our lesson. By the end of this lesson, children, you will be able to understand the theme humor. Role of humor in human life. The features of narration are storytelling. Narrate a humorous incident in your life or tell a humorous story. So, let us watch this video clipping. How was the video? Is it funny, isn't it? Do you like it? Have you ever encountered such incidents? If so, share it with your friends. Now try to answer the following interactive questions. What would have prompted the cat to look at its own reflections in the mirror? What could be the cat thinking at this point? Write different situations where we look into mirrors in our daily life. Do you like the video clip? Did you find any humor in it? Children, I hope you have finished writing your answers. If you want to check your answers and share it with your friends or observe the presentations of some of your friends. So let us answer the first question. What would have prompted the cat to look at its own reflection in the mirror? So you have observed the video, no? In that the cat have looked into the mirror. So then what might the cat thinking at that particular time?
I think the cat prompted in that moment. There is another cat in the mirror like me.
Okay, the cat thought that there is another cat and it want to play with that. Very nice.
The cat thought another cat is want to come outside.
The cat is there inside the mirror and it want to come out outside. Very good.
The cat thinks that there is another cat playing like me. The cat enjoyed by this seeing another cat like me.
Next, move on to the second question. And what could be the cat thinking at that point? At that point, it's particular instant. When the cat looked into the mirror, there is a image, another cat is there. So then what the cat might be thinking?
The cat thinks that the cat play with me.
The cat want to play with me. Very good.
The cat indicates the point. How I am remove the inside of the cat.
How I remove the cat so that the cat will come out. Very good. Next, third question. Write the different situations where we look into mirror in our daily life. Generally, we use the mirror in our home. Am I right? So just tell me the different situations where we use the mirror.
We look into mirror when we are fat or thin.
We look into the mirror to check whether we are fat or thin. You want to check your personality. Good. Anyone?
When we buy spectacles, we check the spectacles suit me.
When you buy a specs to you, and you will check whether those things are suitable to you or not. Very good. How to remove the pimples on your face. This is also a situation where we look into the mirror. While applying makeup also we look into the mirror. Very good. When we comb our hair also we look into the mirror. To check our beauty. Then also we look into the mirror. When we are crossing the road also you look into when you are driving vehicle. Good. Anyone?
When we wear dresses.
When you wear dress also you will check whether the dress is suitable to you or Not. Very good. Next, move on to the fourth question. Did you like the video clip? Yes. It's very interesting. Am I right? Now, let us understand the role of the humor in human life. So, children, have you ever seen or read a humorous story? How was it? Have you enjoyed it? Share your experiences with your friends. Now, it is a time to understand the importance of humor in human life. Humor is the most effective and the important ingredient to spice up the dish of life. Humor is the one thing which is enjoyed by all irrespective of age, caste and gender. We should start adding humor in our life first with the family, then extend it to the society. Children, now you have understood the role of humor in our life. Now, it is a time to understand the features of storytelling. Look at the slide. Features of storytelling, plot, what is going to happen. So, the settings is the second aspect of the storytelling. So, this includes where will the story takes place, when will the story takes place, and the characters also going to play a very vital role in the storytelling process. Who are the main characters? What do they look like? So, the structure of the story. How will the story begin? What will be the problem? How is the problem going to be solved? And the language used in the storytelling is action words. Usually, the story can be told in the past tense, and there are number of linking words that we have to use, so that the story is going to become a more effective one. And the careful use of adjectives and the adverbs also adding color to the stories, and use the senses. So, whenever the person who listens your story must feel that is going to be happen in that, and try to use the conversational dialogues also while narrating a story. So, the voice modulation also plays a very vital role in the storytelling process. It gives a life to the story. Children, now it is a time to watch a humorous story. While watching, try to recollect the features of the storytelling that we have discussed just now. Watch this humorous story.
Mittu and the Yellow Mango. Once there was a parrot. His name was Mittu. He was green in color and had a red beak. One day, Mittu was flying high up in the sky. As he looked down, he saw a lovely garden. And in that garden stood a big mango tree with ripe yellow mangoes. Mittu loved mangoes. He said,
Mittu, Mittu, I want to eat that yellow mango.
So he flew down to the tree.
Cow, cow, go away, go away. This is my tree, go away.
Mittu looked up. He saw a big black crow sitting on the tree. The crow shouted loudly,
Cow, cow, go away, go away, cow, cow.
Mittu was afraid of the crow, so he flew away. But he could not forget the yellow mango and wanted to eat it. While flying, he saw a red balloon under a tree. He got an idea. He flew down and carefully picked up the red balloon. Now he flew back to the mango tree where the crow was sitting. He flew behind the crow and pecked the balloon with his red beak. Pop burst the balloon with a loud noise.
Cow, cow, cow.
Said the crow and fell off the tree.
Cow, cow. What was that loud noise? Is it a hunter with a gun? I think I should go away from here. Cow, cow.
The crow flew away. Now Mittu was very happy. He went towards the yellow mango and started eating it.
Yummy! What a sweet, juicy mango! Mittu, Mittu!
So the clever parrot played a trick on the crow to get what he wanted.
How was it? Did you like it? Did you find any humor in it? Which part of the story do you like most? Why? And make a list of the storytelling features you have observed in the story and share it with your friends. Do the following activity. So, let us think of the following things, whatever that you have observed in the story. So, the characters in the story and the plot in the story, beginning of the story, ending of the story, action words and the language used, problem, any questions and the places and all these things, you make a list and try to write it. Think about all these things and write it in your notebook. Next one is the pair work. So, after writing completing that graphic organizer, let us sit together and share your answers with your friends. While sharing, include the following: how are your findings different from your partner? What similarities do you find? Why do you think some of your answers are different from your friends? Where do you find the humor in the story? Mention the instances and compare with your partner. Now, share your findings as a whole class activity. So, why the stories are important? It helps to grab the children's attention. Do you agree with me, children? So, the stories are very interesting for the children. So, definitely the children will be attracted towards the stories and to encounter the new words in the context. Stories also helpful for us to understand the new vocabulary in context, means in a meaningful situations. The story is also helpful to use the language in a meaningful situations. It stimulates the intense experiences without actually having lived through them. Example, you can watch jungle, sea, world and any accident that happened. So, survive and make the senses of the real world. To use the language in the social context or the real world. So, other benefits of the storytelling. Stories gives a lexical dense. Stories are the powerful source of imagination. Stories can lead you towards the creative thinking and the writing. Stories can make your class more communicative. Stories can be more helpful, make child confident. Stories can introduce the cultural activities. Stories build moral values in interesting way. Stories enhance public speaking skills. Stories reduce the stage fear also. So, these are the very key benefits of the storytelling that can be used in the classroom, so that the students learn a lot of things by telling a stories. So, making stories exciting and fun, added tools of the storytelling. So, voice. So, what is voice? While telling a story, you go on changing your voice, that is voice modulation, facial expressions, body language and imagination, and these are things adding colors to your story, and enthusiasm. So, these are the key elements of the storytelling. The first one is the background settings where the story is going to happen. Next, second important aspect of the storytelling is the rising action. So, there might be some problem. So, that creates a kind of enthusiasm in the story, then it will reaches to a climax. So, from that level it comes down to a falling action, and finally, you will find a solution to that. So, this is how the story can be presented to make it a very effective tool in the language learning. So, the plot of the great story includes a starting point and the quickly setting up the story, an interesting dilemma or conflict, the journey to resolve or the conflict and the climax, resolution and the lessons learned. Every story must end with some kind of moral. So, easy steps to create a great storytelling. So, the first one is the create characters, interesting characters, then make your storytelling very big or very small and have full control on your facial expression. So, while narrating a story, you go on show the feelings on your face. So, this will make your story more effective one, and the talk with your hands. So, use your body language also, this will convey you the 70% meaning of that particular story, and create a storytelling atmosphere. Win the audience with the first line, tell the story with the feelings. So, while explaining or the narrating a story, you must show the feelings on your face and through your body. So, tell the story with the feeling and involve the audience in the story. Slow down for the ending. So, the ending of the story must be somewhat slow, so that you must change your voice modulation. How to tell the stories? Mastering the storytelling fundamentals. Engage your audience, build the sense, build tension and release tension, focus on what is important, keep the flow logical, make it feel conclusive. So, let us watch one more video.
Somewhere in the country India, there was a small little village, and in that village there flowed a beautiful river. On either side of the river there was a mountain. On this mountain lived a colony by the name of orange tangerines,
and on this mountain lived a colony by the name of green lemons. The orange tangerines did not like the green lemons. The orange tangerines thought that they were the cleverest and the strongest, while the green lemons thought that they were the strongest and the cleverest. There was only one little school in that village, and everybody from both the colonies sent their children to that school. In that school, there were two best friends, Hari and Bhola. Hari came from the green lemons and Bhola came from the orange tangerines. While in school, they played together all day long. But when they went home, they weren't allowed to play with each other at all. For the orange tangerines never ever mingled with the green lemons. One day, there were celebrations happening in school. Miss Tara, the class teacher, was very excited. She was carrying something in her hand. It was a flag, and she told the children it was the flag of India. It was a beautiful flag. It had 3 colors, saffron, white and green. The teacher told the children that every color meant something. "What does saffron stand for, ma'am?" asked Hari. "Well, Hari, saffron stands for courage and selflessness." Aha, thought Hari. "What does white stand for, ma'am?" asked Bhola. "Oh, Bhola, white stands for peace, purity and honesty." Said Bhola. "And what about green?" asked the other children. "Well, children, green stands for fertility, prosperity and faith." There was a buzz in the classroom. Everybody was very excited to learn about the flag. It was the flag of their country after all. The class was then followed by an assignment to actually make a flag. Everybody was given paper and crayons to take back home and make their own flags. While they were walking back home, Hari and Bhola were very quiet. They both were thinking about something. They both were thinking about their assignment, the one in which they had to make the flag of India. Then they both reached the part from where their roads split. Hari had to go towards the green lemons and Bhola had to go towards the orange tangerines. They both stood there and then they looked at the beautiful houses. And then Hari noticed all the tiny little green flags planted on the roofs of the green lemons. And then Bhola noticed all the orange little flags planted on the roofs of the orange tangerines. And just then, Hari and Bhola had an idea. They were so excited, they rushed back home. That night, they just couldn't sleep. When everybody had fallen fast asleep, quietly, Hari and Bhola got out of their homes. They both were very, very good at climbing roofs. So Hari climbed up the roofs on his side and Bhola climbed up the roofs on his side, and they started plucking out all the flags one by one and they started putting them in a bag that they carried. The next morning, when Hari and Bhola's parents woke up, they just couldn't find their sons anywhere. "Hari! Hari!" called out Hari's mother. "Hari is nowhere to be found. Hari is nowhere to be found. What if he's been kidnapped?" She panicked. Meanwhile, on the other side, "Bhola! Bhola!" called out Bhola's father. "Bhola's not in the house. He's not there. Maybe somebody's kidnapped him." He worried. Then somebody suggested that maybe Hari is by the river. And meanwhile, somebody suggested there too, maybe Bhola is by the river. Then all the villagers rushed towards the river to search for the missing boys. When they reached the river, they saw Hari and Bhola seated by the river, on the banks of the river. When they all reached the river, they all saw the 2 boys seated by the banks of the river. And then they all saw something. They couldn't believe their eyes. It took them some time to absorb the spectacle. The entire scene looked like the flag of India. Green flags on one side, saffron on the other, and in the middle flowed the river of peace and tranquility. Suddenly, everyone was extremely ashamed of themselves. Then their teacher, Miss Tara, came and started clapping for them. She said, "Well done, boys. This is the flag of India. All of us must remember, united we stand and divided we fall." And from that day onwards, the saffron side of orange tangerines and the green side of green lemons came together, and all of them became one united village, a small village in the state of India.
I hope you have enjoyed the story. Now it's a time to create your own story. Are you ready, children? So this is an assignment for you. Look at the picture. Imagine an instant or the situation to narrate a story. So after that, sit with your partner and update the story and present it to the class.
The name of the story is Admiring Own Beauty. Once upon a time there was one village. It is an old village, but since it looks like a sparkling, one day one monkey entered into one house. It is rapidly entered because it is very hungry. The monkey confused at all the things in house. The monkey stands at the reflection of the mirror and it quickly go to in front of the mirror. It surprised and afraid of the mirror. The monkey saw a pimples on her face in the mirror. Then the monkey started thinking, how can I remove all this? Then the monkey got an idea suddenly. I have to make up and I have to use some face creams. After makeup, the monkey saw the mirror. Then the monkey is very glamorous. The monkey forgot all and admired his own beauty in the mirror for a long time. Thank you. My name is ฤ the broken mirror. Once upon a time, there is one forest. In the forest, one monkey also there. Monkey had a big house. In that house, there is lot of things. A mirror also. The monkey daily admired his own beauty in the mirror. One day the mirror was fall down and broken. The monkey saw its reflection in the pieces of mirror. The reflection was looking like the pieces. The monkey think, I have to go to doctor and ask the solution for this problem. Monkey met the doctor and asked the question, why my face looking like the pieces in the broken mirror? The doctor said, the mirror was broken, so your face looking like the pieces in the breaked mirror. So the monkey understand why the face looking like the pieces, and the monkey buy a new mirror and started feeling at how it is handsome. Thank you.
Okay, children, have a nice day. See you then.